Language is my playground and ADHD is my lens. I'm Hiba Bayat, the ADHD linguist and coach. Around here we explore words, worlds and wiring with curiosity, compassion and the occasional tangent. Because growth is messy, meaning is layered and shift really does happen. Hello everyone and welcome to the ADHD Linguist. As a linguist, I have always believed in the power of words. Words help us connect, they help us explain, and they help us make sense of things. But some of the hardest moments are when words do not work the way we want them to. When we can't find the right words or when the words come out wrong. Sometimes the challenge is not translating between languages, it is finding the right words in our own. If you have ADHD, this can feel very familiar. You might know what you want to say, but the words do not line up properly. You might start a sentence and forget where it was going. You might speak too quickly. You might say something impulsively and then think, "That's not what I meant." This is not about being careless, and it's not about not caring. ADHD affects self-regulation. Thoughts can move fast, emotions can rise quickly, and language sometimes struggles to keep up. Your brain is trying to listen, process, remember, and respond all at the same time, and that's a lot. As interpreters and translators, we are trained to do exactly that. We hold multiple threads of meaning at once. We manage tone, intention, and timing. But personal conversations are different. They are not structured, they are emotional, and they feel exposing. Many of us notice this paradox. At work, we can communicate clearly and calmly. In emotional moments, that skill can disappear. The professional communicator suddenly struggles to communicate. That can feel confusing, and it can feel embarrassing. ADHD often comes with emotional sensitivity. If you also experience rejection sensitive dysphoria, RSD, language can feel even more loaded. A comment can sound harsher than it was meant. Feedback can feel personal. A pause can feel like disapproval. When that happens, many of us try to fix it with words. We explain, we clarify, we over-explain, we justify. We flood the space with language, hoping it'll make things better. Other times, the opposite happens. We shut down, we go quiet, we cannot speak at all. Either way, the message gets lost. Inside the ADHD brain, there is often a running commentary. Did I say that wrong? Did I sound defensive? Did they mean it the way it sounded? This can be exhausting. The same sensitivity that helps us read nuance in language can also make communication feel risky. I have learned that sometimes words are not the answer. Sometimes a pause helps. Not a long silence, just enough time to breathe. Enough time to let the emotional noise settle. This is something we already know as linguists. Pauses carry meaning. Silence can support understanding. We don't always need to fill the space. Sometimes what helps most is not more explanation, but saying what is happening. Simple phrases like, "I'm struggling to find the right words." "Can I check I understood you correctly?" "I need a moment to think." These are not failures. They reduce pressure, they create safety, and they shift the focus from performance to connection. Communication is not about saying everything perfectly. It's about being present. It's about intention, not polish. The linguist in me still loves words, the patterns, the precision. But the coach in me knows this. You do not have to be fluent under pressure to be a good communicator. If you've ever left a conversation replaying what you said or worrying about how it sounded, pause for a moment. You are not alone in this. The way you speak does not define your worth. What matters more is how you repair, reconnect, and move forward. When words get in the way, remind yourself of this. Communication is not a performance. It is a relationship. And relationships do not need perfect words to work. Thank you for listening, and thank you for being here. You've been listening to the ADHD Linguist, where words, worlds, and wiring meet. I'm Hiba Bayat, and I hope this episode left you a little more curious, a little more kind to your brain, and a lot more you. Until next time, keep noticing, keep learning, and remember, shift really does happen.